Previously on Should You Trust CAG?
And our goal is, this is the roadmap going forward in, over next year. Again, please don't hold me to dates, because everyone goes, why do you say that, Chris? I'm like, oh. Anyway.
But why do you say that, Chris? Why would you say that if that wasn't true?
Maybe that's not such a good idea.
Shit. I just want to show you this.
Get a warm suit on, because otherwise we're going to essentially pass out and then die.
This suit is actually cold, so hopefully when Glenn puts it on, you'll see actually that it's actually frosted. So you can
What
see
is
this?
Shivering here. Do we have this? Do we have this animation?
The character archetype talk.
Do crates open like this now? Like, what the fuck was that? Why don't we have that? Today you will be watching. How can you say that you're gonna give a salvage if you fucking delayed it I don't know how many times now? Road to Pyro? Road to fucking Pyro? Why would you delay server meshing again? Jesus fucking Christ! Hello and welcome. So today you're gonna watch the final episode and the conclusion of the mini-series that I'm running on Should You Trust CAG, or the developers of Star Citizen. So if you didn't watch my previous videos, I encourage you to watch them so you can draw a conclusion why I have trust issues with CAG or the developers of Star Citizen. But today we're gonna watch some clips from Citizencon 2021 and some clips from like 2020, 2021, from like ICs and all of that, some older clips, so I can just it's gonna be a compilation as always. And yeah, afterwards I'm gonna talk about how did we get to this and how can we change it, we as a community. So let me just roll the intro and let's talk about it.
Hello, my name is Grumpy.
Alright, so we have skipped Citizencon 2020 because there was no Citizencon 2020, as far as I know. Maybe behind the closed doors, but I have no idea. But in January 29th, 2021, Tony Z was talking about dynamic events on Star Citizen Live. And here is what he said.
Will some of the dynamic events allow us to choose sides if we're more into the outlaw phase? Xenothreat has everybody on one side, right?
But it's not really. I mean, you're encouraged to be on one side, and yet plenty of players are electing to basically, they're not able to ally, with the Xenothreat, but they're certainly not being, friends to the local security forces. So yes, we will. We've actually got, some of that stuff, like in the Ninetales lockdown. We're starting to play with some of those concepts to where you can basically work on the side of the guys helping to keep it locked down, or you can basically work on the side of the guys trying to break that.
All right, so first off, one question imposes itself, and that is, if you can help out Ninetales, why is the comma ray still up? And most of the times, if you played Ninetales, you would see that the comma ray was up in the AO, or the area of operations, and you can't hack the comma ray over there. So if a lawful player kills a guy on Ninetales side, or a pirate, the pirate is either gonna go to Grimhex if the lawful guy doesn't have a call to arms, but if he has call to arms, this guy will go to jail or to Klesher. And how are you incentivizing PvPing and people doing like Ninetales? A year later, it's pretty much the same thing. So yeah, that's my first question, but there's more. So in April 24th, calling all devs bugs, bolts, and beasts. Yeah, they have shown us. Well, give me a second. I want to find it so you can see the space whale here. I'm not gonna play them like they were talking about making the space whales, how they're gonna submerge down in the clouds and reappear from the clouds so they can like whatever catch air. And there was a cow that was demonstrated, but it's apparently going to be on Terra. But why would you even show this to us if there was no server meshing? But yeah, if you watched the last episode, like the episode prior to this, in 2019, they have said the server meshing will be done till the end of 2020, or maybe not end of 2020, but like sometime after that. We are currently in 2022, and server meshing, well, on topic of that, I wanted to save this till the end, but fuck it, let's talk about it right now. So, server meshing and persistent streaming, this was a thing that they posted on, I don't know when, because there's no date on this, but this was pretty, like, it wasn't that long ago. So, yeah. They have said, when will we see persistent streaming and server meshing in the PU? Our current aim is to release persistent streaming and the first version of replication layer ideally between Q1 and Q2 next year. So that will be 2022, because this was made in 2021. And then they said, we'll then follow with the next version of a static server mesh, so not the dynamic server meshing, but static server mesh, bearing any unforeseen technical complications between Q3 and Q4 of next year. Blah, blah, blah. You can read this, just like type in Google server meshing and persistent streaming and start Citizen, and you're going to see this. If you didn't, it's a good read. And you know why is it a good read? Because if you look at the progress tracker, I need to look at OBS. So for you guys that are following my channel, you know that I'm watching the progress tracker like constantly. And I'm trying to see if we're actually going to get server meshing this year. And before Christmas last year, server meshing was on the roadmap, or not on the roadmap, but on like the progress tracker. It was like supposed to be done on July 2022. But after Christmas, they pushed it back to September. Watch my older videos and you'll see that. And now, server meshing is... Let me show you. Server meshing is pushed back all the way to the end of December 2022. So, yeah, announced in 2016, and then 2018, and then 2019, to be done at like the end of 2020 or the beginning of 2021, and then in 2021 announced for Q3, Q4 of 2022. Jesus, hold the fucking numbers, and then you have this. You have this. And when is it actually gonna come? We have no idea. We have no idea, because they are constantly pushing the deadlines. And like, what can you say about that? Like, seriously, what can you say about that? Could you trust CAG with like doing anything? Or would you trust them? Should you trust them after all this? But wait, there is more. So back in May 29th of 2020, there was a video on Star Citizen's channel, you can watch it, and it's called Calling All Devs the Road to Salvage. How many roads to whatever did we have up until now? Like Road to Pyro, we're currently again on the Road to Pyro. We took a few like wrong turns, but yeah, we're back on the Road to Pyro apparently. But yeah, you wanna watch this whole video? I'm just getting messages. Let me just mute it. So they didn't give us a date, but in the end, the question was, are you working on Salvage right now? They were talking about like Salvage the whole time and how they are working on it, and then they said.
So this sounds like a lot of dependencies, but things are in motion right now. Then.
Yeah, we are working on aspects of it, but. You know, it just saying, okay, hey, that team is fully focused on it. No, that team is fully focused right now on basically getting power working the way that.
right, Todd.
They were talking about like how would power like work with all of that things. So you gotta watch it to understand it. But like the whole thing was on how they were working on salvage. And salvage, if you don't know, guys, salvage was announced in the Kickstarter in 2012. And then they released the Reclaimer on 2016. And salvage was around the corner because Reclaimer is a salvage ship. So they said, prior to selling the Reclaimer, of course, they said, Jesus Christ, they said that a salvage is going to come with a Reclaimer. And then it wasn't really finished, so yeah, we're going to postpone it a bit, but here's the Reclaimer. Give us your 650 or how like whatever bucks, and then we're gonna give you salvage in a couple of months with the next patch. And people were like, yeah, all right, yeah, don't give us a thing that's broken, that's not working, just give us something that's working. And then 2018 they brought it up again, and you can watch it in the last episodes that they did. And then again in 2020 they were talking about the road to salvage again. And it is 2022 right now. And we still don't have fucking salvage. How long is that fucking road to salvage? And is it gonna be as long as the road to fucking pyro? How can they say this over and over again? And how can you fucking trust them after all of this? But wait, there is more. So we're gonna jump back to 2017. You can watch these kinds of videos throughout 2015, 16, 17, and maybe 18, I'm not sure. And these videos are called Lore Maker's Guide to the Galaxy. This one is the Coral system, because we have 100, like 30, 60, whatever systems in the game right now. So back in 2017, in this video, I just want to show you this so you can see how much bullshit they can like produce for a video. So to make these kinds of videos, they had to make the app that they are using over you're gonna see in a second, and that app is still available on their website, and you'll see that in a few seconds. But like, they make all of that just to push marketing down your throat, dude. And do we have all those star systems? No, we can scroll through them. But yeah, so the guy says this. He wants to show us Coral system, which means we need to start from Earth or from Sol and then travel to it. And then, I mean, you're gonna see it.
Right now we're looking at Earth, and from there we're heading today to the system of Coral, where we will explore some of the unique traits of our empire mingling with the Banu. So let's head there now using our handy dandy route. Oh, let's do a route. I always want to do a route from Earth to Coral.
He types in a route.
Coral. And then we're gonna, let's say I have a large ship, because I'm a trader.
A large ship.
And if I'm heading to Coral, I'm gonna want to sell some stuff, you know?
And then he calculates, because you can't see because of my cam.
Oh, 7 stops, that seems good.
And then you have with 10 jumps or 7 jumps, because the galaxy is so fucking vast, so they need to make like rest stops on other systems.
It's a lot more flying, 193 AU, so I'm going to eat up fuel on that end. But I think the lack of jumps is really going to save me money in the long run. So let's do that. And it just zoomed into the sun.
Maybe this cam is going to be a bit better.
From there.
Although I have the Patreon
Davian,
thing.
hop on
no,
through.
it's still the same fucking thing.
And
Fuck
Killian to Ellis, then to Nexus, Hades, we're getting closer, Nemo. Oh, this is exciting.
He is currently jumping through systems, guys.
And we're gonna jump through.
Isn't this
the Nemo Coral jump?
Exciting.
Wow. And there we are. Welcome to Coral.
Like, do I need to say anything more about this? Do we have those systems? We don't. When are we gonna have those systems? We have no idea when we're gonna have Pyro, let alone Nyx that they're working on, or it's finished apparently. We don't know when server meshing is gonna be a thing. We have no idea if we're gonna get anything of what they promised. The funniest thing about this is that this thing still exists, and you can go, I gotta switch to this so you're gonna see my Patreon, sorry about that, but yeah, you can support me if you want to. You can search for the Arc Star map on Google and you're gonna see this, and yeah, you will be able to use the same app. I have muted the thing because it's too fucking loud. You can hear how loud it is. But you can see all the systems. And this looks amazing. Oh, there's also factions. Banu, Vanzul, Jian, Developing, Unclaimed. So yeah, you can see, and you can like, go to each system and like, let's go to, no, Stanton Tyrol. Tyrol, fuck it, let's go to Tyrol. And you can see this, but like once you click on the things, basically every planet, every moon looks the same. You don't have any info on it, and that's it. The Lore Maker's Guide to the Galaxy was there to like give you some explanation on what all of this is, but let's go to Pyro. Pyro, search, Pyro, star system, there we go. From Tyrol to Pyro. And this is the jump point, I think. I don't know what this is, I guess. Yeah, it is a jump point. And then you have 3 planets, a cluster, asteroid field, and the moon, and the star, and that's it. No info, no nothing. This is basically the road to Pyro. No info, no nothing. But, wait, there's more. So on the RSI funding page, you can see this, and this is what everybody sees. This is how great the boycott was. They made 6.142 million during January, during the boycott. But what nobody fucking watches and nobody knows is this. If you scroll down, you have all the things, all the promises that they made up until, 2014. And yeah, let's just see some of those. Pets, of course. Genesis Starliner. Okay, Spare Prowler delivered. Crucible, of course. Endeavor, of course. J-Span Cryostar, whatever that is. Blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, the thing that you need to I don't even know what this is. The thing that you need to see is how many systems they have promised. So, citizens, for $3 million, citizens with appropriate packages will receive access to Star Citizen universe with 40 star systems, persistent online play upon release. And then, for $4 million, they added a new star system. So, Aden, Tyrol, Kellogg, Goss, Orion, Ellis, whatever, you can see those. But there's more. Star Citizen will launch with 60 star systems. Star Citizen will launch with 70 star systems. Star Citizen will launch with 100 star systems. Facial capture system that is in the game, and that is pretty amazing, even though like it doesn't really track that good, but it is pretty amazing. But there's more TAMSA system, Tanga system, Cano system, UDS 29430122 system, Cabal system, or Orianti system. Yeah, should I count them all? And now, of course, you can say that, yeah, but like they have changed the whole thing since like 2014, and instead of just being able to jump to a system and then click a thing and you're gonna appear on the planet, now you can land on the... Why is my fucking cam crooked? Like now I see it. After an hour of fucking recording, fuck it. I'm just gonna leave it. So, it's a new camera, by the way. Brought to you by the guys from Patreon. Anyway, so... if you want to support me, there's a link down in the info section. Anyway, so now you can land on planets, and now they have the amazing fucking planet tech and all of that. But dudes, it has been 10 years, or it's gonna be 10 years in September, I think, from the Kickstarter days back in 2012. It has been 11 years since they started working on this project, because during the Kickstarter, they actually had some videos and some in-game footage to show us. What do we have from all of that? We have something. I'm not saying that we don't. I'm loving what I'm having right now, even though it's completely fucking broken and like laughable. But like, I like it because of my orc, and we're playing and we're having fun because of each other, not because of the game. Because the game itself is broken and they didn't deliver on most of the promises. But when are we gonna get any of these? How are they gonna work? Are they talking about these? Like, there's much more things. Like, one of the funniest things that I saw is this. Let me just switch the video. All right, okay. So for $42 million, they have given us a fucking towel. Oh, you can't see it because of my cam. Okay. And of course, everyone who backs before we hit 42 million will also receive a towel for their hangar. Don't explore the galaxy without it. If you watched my videos before, that's my fucking catchphrase, because obviously, because of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And yes, if you scroll all the way down, you're gonna see that they stopped at $65 million, because like there's no point to make any more like promises, because they know that they're not gonna deliver on like most of those in like, I don't know, 10 years. So we have currently like $500 million, because we have let me just switch the cam, YouTube videos, there we go. So $438 million funds raised from like the backers, and we have like whatever the guy's name is, Cauldrons, whatever, his money. So it's going to be 500 million, something more than like 500 million. And there's more private investors and all of that. And what did we get for all of that? Like, did we get like half of what was promised? No. Did we get a third of what was promised? No. We got like 15%, something like that. And yeah, there is obviously more. So if you want to see how much they actually did, you can go to starcitizentracker.github.io and you can see that like days since Kickstarter ended, 3,377 days. So that's almost 10 years. Completed 13 fucking %. Is that a half or a third? Compromised 1%. In alpha 9%. Not implemented 18%. Stagnant 50%. Broken 7%. And you can check all of this and you can see if they are right. And yeah, they are right. Like, estimated completion on major systems only 27%. So, yeah, like, on top of that, obviously, there is more.
Right,
so, yeah, you probably watched it because you're probably not that new to the game. And then you saw Pyro and a landing zone that doesn't look like any of the landing zones we have currently, which is amazing because we desperately need more things.
3 out of 10, jeez.
But like at the start, let me see. At the start, they started by approaching a planet with volumetric clouds. So it's not a map anymore like it was in like 2016 and all the other Citizencons. It is actually a planet in the most like
This is,
terrible
the first
piece
time
of
we're actually
ship
seeing clouds
that we have
of,
right now. But what
doing
did they show us? They landed there, blah blah blah. It doesn't matter.
boots on the ground.
This
you know,
looks
on
fucking
Pyro.
amazing. This actually looks amazing.
I think it looks great,
I want to play on
especially
this.
In contrast,
The frame
to what we
rate
see
is a
here,
bit
it's
like,
full AI on the
but
terrain.
it does look amazing. And now the whole gameplay portion will be him infiltrating because he wanted to get an artifact from the behind.
5 million credits.
And just let me mute them. And he didn't want to pay for it, so he wanted to steal it. This is the artifact. He wanted to steal it, blah blah blah. And instead of like I don't know, shooting the whole place up, he infiltrated the place and like was again in stealth mode as we had in like 2019's fucking Citizencon, and then yeah, he took the artifact and fucked off. And that is it. And now let me just see one thing on the sniper rifle. If the sniper rifle is also broken, or maybe no, this is an engine. So you can see how they changed their ways, how they're now showing the old sniper rifle mechanics or the scope mechanics, where another instance of the game was rendered just for the scope, so it could be zoomed in, which would never fucking work on a planet, but they did it for 2016 Citizencon. And yeah, he infiltrates also cloth mechanics and all that. I mean, obviously. And yeah, there's a few points of entrance, and he enters and he goes like stealth mode, and he picks up all the fucking artifact and leaves, and that is it. The mission is complete. But the mission took him somewhere else, and that's the end of it. But like, should we, after seeing all of previous Citizencons, should we really trust them? I don't. I was watching that. You can watch my highlights at least, and you can see my face, and I was like, yeah, okay. My org mates were fucking psyched, but like, dudes, I don't want to like kick your snowman down because it's glorious, but like the possibility of it happening versus the like the possibility of it not happening, like, it's just probably not gonna happen anytime soon, because as you've seen, server meshing was postponed again 3 times in the last, like, I don't know, 4 months since fucking Citizencon. So yeah, something like that. So the point here is that you really shouldn't trust CAG at all. At all. Whatever they say, like, we had a situation in this patch, the current patch 3.16. They have announced mining gadgets for 3.16, and they postponed it during the patch. They released the patch without even the laser trip mines, and then in 0.1 they gave us the laser trip mines. Well, not us, but like the NPCs or their ships are gonna spawn with those. And then they said, yeah, mining gadgets are coming in like 0.2, and then they postponed it to 3.17. All right, so in the roadmap, and I'm not gonna, like, yeah, there's the Patreon, sorry about that, but I'm gonna switch to the other cam afterwards. But in the roadmap, you can see that we have salvage and Drake voucher for 318. I'm pretty sure, even though I paid for the Drake voucher, I'm pretty sure that we're not gonna get it in 318, or maybe we're gonna get the voucher but without the salvage, or the salvage is gonna be just trash and being like just laser based. And when I say laser based, they said it themselves. I can't find the video, but they said it themselves. So like, why are they using lasers? Because it's easier. After fucking 11 years, after 10 years since the Kickstarter, after all of that, you are going down the easy route. Why did we wait for this long? For the visuals? Dudes, we need fucking gameplay mechanics. Like, you can't play the visuals. Do you understand that, like, I know of people, and you guys probably know of people that have died since like 2012. They have like begged for or pledged for a javelin and never got the fucking javelin and died. I know of at least 2 guys. How can you explain that to them? Well, it's not to them because they're dead, of course. But like, jeez. Okay, so there is a new roadmap roundup, and this is gonna be the first time I'm gonna see it. So I'm gonna check it out with you guys, and there you have it. So let me read it out for you. Salvage hull stripping. As mentioned on this episode, Star Citizen Live, blah blah. The initial release of Salvage will include hull stripping and repair by hand using FPS tools, as well as hull stripping using the upcoming Drake Vulture. For clarity, the Salvage Tier 0 card's name and description has been updated to reflect this. So, one more step towards just having a laser salvage multi-tool and the whole vulture being based on just lasers, or basically just mining the ships. And other than that, I don't see anything else that is like that is worth mentioning. Yeah, in the next patch 3.17 we're gonna get mining gadgets, ship-to-ship refueling, blah 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 blah. But this is this is simply not the video for that. And yeah, so why would you, after all of this that is said, why would you trust the developers of Star Citizen or CAG or Cloud Imperium Games or Roberts Space Industries or Chris Roberts or whatever, like whoever you want to trust? Why would you fucking trust them? Is there a reason? After all of what you've seen in the past 3, and this is the 4th video, why would you trust them after all of that? There is no reason. And how can we fix this? Guys, I'm so fucking sorry, but like, I know that you're gonna kill me, but it has been 32 minutes of this video already. There is simply no point making a like 45 minutes to an hour video on this topic. It's better to cut it up in a few shorter ones, and then release it like that. So, I hate to say it, it's probably me. Yeah, a little bit of sting for you there, Mary Clapton. So, yeah, I'll need to finish the video here. But in the tomorrow's Grumpy Eyes rehabilitation facility, I will bring this whole thing to a conclusion. I swear. I solemnly swear. I don't know. Is it okay? Never mind. So, anyway, thank you to all my patrons for supporting the channel, and thank you to the guys that are using the super like or whatever on the premiere during the premiere in the chat. No, it's on this side. Yeah, on this side, and. Yeah, guys, I love you. I love all of you that subscribed and are watching the videos. And yeah, if you want to support the channel, there's a link down below. It's a Patreon link, and you can become a patron, and you could be awesome as those guys, because those guys basically just bought me a camera, and I'm improving whatever I can right now so I can make a better and bigger channel. And thank you guys for supporting the channel. There's a thing on the side during the premiere. You can send like a super like or whatever. Your comment is gonna get highlighted. It's bullshit, but it's something. Other than that, thank you for watching, and don't forget to bring a towel when you're traveling through space. And now I should post a screenshot of 42 million and the towel that they're gonna give us in the hangers. Jesus Christ. Anyway, love you, kisses, bye. Mwah. See you in the next one, in the next video, because I'm gonna conclude this whole mini series with the next video. Bye. Love ya.